Well, it's that time again. Last month, Smogon elected to get rid of Leaf Green Deoxys, which was a decision that was pretty sound for the most part. I mean, it clearly was... It was still at the status of well-kept secret in some circles, but the fact that it was so devastating whenever you ran into one pretty much meant that you were going to have a steep hill to climb if you were the one opposing Leaf Green Deoxys. So, yeah, could they keep that streak going with another sensible decision? Well, as it turned out, the next voting session would take place over something that I really couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that they decided to vote on that. The idea is that they wanted to get rid of all moves with less than 85 accuracy. I don't really know how they reached such an arbitrary accuracy cutoff line. I don't know if it's because, when you get to 85, you get to the point where you don't have to fear that it misses quite as much. At least I get this feeling when using something like Fire Blast, as opposed to something that has 80 accuracy, such as Stone Edge. So, yeah, they decided to vote on that. And I figured that, there's gotta be some common sense left in these people, right? They couldn't get rid of everything that was below 85%, right? Right? Of course not! What? Did you expect them to pass up an opportunity to get rid of something that introduced an element of luck in the game? I mean, I've been saying this for years now. If you don't want any luck, go play chess or something. Sure, it's more fun when a lot of skill is involved, but Pokemon is Pokemon, and getting rid of the luck element will often just make it feel artificial. Like, for example, imagine if they arbitrarily decided to get rid of critical hits on Pokemon Showdown. That would be pretty bullshit and artificial. But, seriously? Getting rid of everything that was below 85% accuracy? I cannot understand that. And it's not like it was a close decision either. 76% voted in favor of that! That's more than 3 out of 4! It just blows my mind! I mean, I was talking about criticals earlier. It wouldn't be surprising at all if they decided to attack that next. And, I mean, sure, getting rid of Sandvale and Snowcloak had some consequences, mostly the fact that Garchomp is now allowed back in Overused, but other than that, it's really minor, all things considered. I mean, sure, there are some Gliscor sets that had no use for Poison Heal, so they used Sandvale instead by default, so these sets turned out to be a little nerfed, but this, on the other hand, it's going to have so much of an impact. I mentioned Stone Edge earlier on. It's still the only physical rock move with a power that is decent. I mean, Rock Slide, you get 90 accuracy, so you'd expect the power to be decent, right? Nope! 75 power! Of course, you have the 30% flinch chance, but a lot of Pokemon that use rock moves are pretty slow and have no use for that. So, we're back to the old days of Generation 3 where rock didn't have a really good move, and people resorted to using Rock Slide because it was the best of the bunch. And another thing that really comes to mind really quick is sleeping. I mean, putting Pokemon to sleep has always been a pretty big part of the game, especially in Diamond and Pearl, where Hypnosis's accuracy was 70. But now, what you end up with is Well, aside from Spore, all sleep moves are below 80% accuracy, so we end up with 5 Pokemon that can put stuff to sleep. We got Parasect, we got Breloom, we got Amoonguss, we got Smeargle, of course, and we got Butterfree. They decided to factor in the fact that Butterfree had compound eyes, and that combined with Sleep Powder's acceptable accuracy makes it okay. And of course, if there's one positive thing to be made out of this, is the fact that Thunder and Hurricane aren't going to be around anymore, meaning that Rain suddenly is going to be surprisingly less useful than it is now once those changes take effect, which is probably going to happen really soon, like a matter of hours. But still, that's not the way to go about it. It's, as I said before, it just really feels artificial, and I'm sorry if I'm not really raging that hard. I'm just really more disappointed, crushed even. I guess I spent all my rage fuel on Metroid High lately, but still, the point still stands. It's a horrible decision, no matter how you slice it. What? The competitive Pokemon community is going to look like fools if they follow that. And for once, the GameFAQs idiots that populate the cesspool of idiocy are going to be perfectly right for once. Well, they already were with the whole Sandvale and Snow Cloak thing, but this is just wrong on so many levels. GameFAQs cannot be right, and yet it is. So, to sum it all up in just a quick sentence, this is a joke! Now, excuse me while I go get plastered. Yes, I know I'm not allowed to drink alcohol, but fuck my medication, fuck everything. I just want to forget about it as soon as possible, and what better way to do it than booze. Alright, see you next time.